This is the Challenger 2 Special, the clipped-wing version of our standard two-seater. It offers a top speed of 100 miles per hour and sports car handling and response.
Trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, yeah.
This is a standard Challenger 2 in summer configuration with the pre-colored Dacron sailcloth wings and the 40 horsepower Rotax 447 engine. Let's go for a quick circuit. The Challenger's enclosure will separate you from the cold, not from the view. The doors are designed to be simply installed or taken off in less than a minute, so the plane can be ready for cold weather or warm at a moment's notice.
Clear?
An electric starter and streamlined strut fairings turn the Challenger 2 into a very inexpensive motor glider. It's hard to get across the incredible peacefulness of soaring power off with only the gentle whisper of the wind at 30 miles per hour. Let's go up, turn the engine off, and try to give you the feeling. standard two-seater offers a very wide speed envelope. Incredibly docile and forgiving in the stall regime, even with incorrect inputs from the pilot, the standard two-seater flies in complete control at 25 miles per hour, will cruise endlessly at 70 to 75 miles per hour, and has a top level speed of between 85 and 90 miles per hour with a VNE of 100.
Okay, clear.
The Challenger is an aircraft with many different personalities. One of the most enjoyable and unique among ultralight aircraft is power-off soaring. Flown solo, the two-seater's very large wing area and light weight combine to make a very low sink rate. Flying comfortably at 30 miles per hour, the Challenger's small turning circles make it surprisingly easy to stay in the center of a summer thermal and climb with the engine shut down. Extended power-off flights of several hours are attainable, and the very low airspeeds and wind noise create a more peaceful and serene flying experience than even gliders are capable of. However, unlike a dedicated glider, if you find yourself losing the lift, you can simply start the engine and fly away. It also provides the ultimate in economy, as well as a unique safety capability. The shorter wing two-seater Special is not as proficient at soaring as its larger winged brother, but nevertheless is also very comfortable to fly power off. Most aircraft kits on the market today are delivered to the customer in pieces, requiring considerable construction and assembly by the purchaser. The Challenger also is a kit, but unlike most others, the entire airframe, fuselage, wings, and all the tail feathers are built at the factory prior to shipment. In order to meet the criteria of a very strong structure that is at the same time very lightweight, the Challenger is designed with an aluminum truss-type airframe that uses a multitude of small-diameter aircraft tubing, precision-fitted to provide strength through triangulation, much like a bridge. The entire airframe is built using aircraft-grade aluminum alloys, chromoly steel, stainless steel rivets, and AN-type aircraft hardware exclusively. Our philosophy is to do all the important and demanding structural work, including installing the controls, leaving mainly assembly and covering to complete. While it will still take time to finish, the Challenger is one of the very simplest and quickest designs to assemble on the market. Jigs are used extensively to ensure accurate alignment during the construction process, and each part is cut and fitted precisely to ensure a consistent level of quality and strength in the final structure. This kind of precision would be very difficult to accomplish by most home builders. We feel that the benefits of this type of design are too important to compromise. In fact, it is through adherence to this principle that we can achieve the conflicting goals of a low empty weight and a strong structure, which is the key to the Challenger's very high payload capability. As well, by building the airframe at the factory, we can be confident in the integrity of every Challenger without having to rely on the construction skills of each purchaser. Challengers are covered with Stitz fabric on the fuselage, ailerons, and tail feathers. Stitz is also available for the wings. This material is a certified aircraft fabric that will provide a long-lasting covering that is very resistant to the rigors of ultraviolet from the sun. The fabric for each of the tail surfaces and the ailerons is pre-sewn into socks or envelopes of exactly the right size and shape to greatly speed and simplify the covering process. Each aircraft is fully inventoried, including comprehensive instructions, and then carefully packaged prior to shipping. When you open your Challenger boxes at home, you will not simply find some aluminum and a set of plans in front of you. You will find an airplane that needs only straightforward assembly, covering, and your own personalized color scheme to be ready for flight. Over the years, the Challenger's reputation has been well established. In late autumn of 1988, a float-equipped Challenger flew alone almost 3,000 miles from Montreal, Canada, to the Dominican Republic, deep in the Caribbean. 3 Challenger pilots were awarded the Experimental Aircraft Association's coveted Flight of Distinction Award after a 2,500-mile cross-country flight from Moline, Illinois to Lakeland, Florida, and back. By the end of 1989, those same 3 pilots had accumulated over 20,000 miles flying their Challengers on this route alone. This is real-world flying, frequently in adverse conditions, with strong winds, turbulence, and rain. These flights are much more than an advertising promise. They are proof of the Challenger's capabilities and attest to the fact that the Challenger is probably the most proven ultralight design on the market today. The Challenger's flaperons are a unique design that combine the functions of ailerons, flaps, and an in-cabin trim control in one system. Operated by the crank on top of the cabin, the first 10 degrees of travel provide trim control for the aircraft's full speed range. Lowered further, the ailerons work as flaps, decreasing the stall speed by 5 miles per hour for ultra-short landings, yet at the same time retaining full function as ailerons. The Challenger's Rotax engine is fan-cooled, which, with the addition of simple ducting, will blow warm air into the cockpit to make winter flying in the Challenger a pleasure, not a chilling experience.
Not far down to paradise, at least it's not for me. And if the wind is right, you can sail away and find tranquility. Oh, the canvas can do miracles, just you wait and see. Believe me, it's not far to Never Never Land. Reason to pretend, and if the wind is right, you can find the joy of innocence again. Oh, the canvas can do miracles, just you wait and see. Believe me. Sailing takes me away to where I've always heard it. Caught up in the reverie, every word is a symphony. Won't you believe me? Sailing takes me away to where I've always heard it. Dream of the wind to carry me. Soon I will be free. Not far back to Santa Cruz, at least it's not for me. And if the wind is right, you can sail away and find serenity. Oh, the canvas can do miracles. Just you wait and see.